And it's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. GM on this beautiful day. Good morning to Web3 with Payrolls, Seth and Mando. Tune in live at 10:30 and it's all on Rock Radio. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. GM Rock Radio.
Yo, what up? Good morning, GM. No, it's not Thursday. Wednesday. See, I knew it. Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the chat. OSF, Mando, how y'all doing?
GM guys, what's up?
We're vibing. We are vibing. Man, this close up is way too close. So we're vibing. Mando, I'm trying to bring you up on. Oh, it worked. Okay, sorry. It was like it was rugged for a second. It said connecting forever, but it seems like it works now. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Chilling. I mean, look, it's tough to be bad when ETH is racing up to 2K, but you can't see. It's like a weird, sad look. If I turn my lights off, this is how dark it is in Montreal. You think it's nighttime? Like literally, like it feels like 8. Oh, it feels like 8 p.m. and there's a freezing rain warning out here. Feels like 8 warning out here. Woo! That was Mando.
That was definitely Mando.
You know what?
How is that me? How is that me, guys?
Because you're unmuted on the space. Look, not anymore. But you're fine now. I gotta say, I have to say, it's on your phone.
I'm a listener on the space.
There's a bug going on your connection, I think, because I brought you up. So for me, it shows you on stage, but I know what you mean. Like it must be bugged up. Yes, I gotta say, Ovi, we had no issues, and you were here. So you know,
I closed. It's so light here that I'm just gonna close the blinds.
Oh, you're such a dick. You're such. I hate you. I hate you guys.
Oh, wow. That's a weird vibe when you.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
No, hold on, no. That was
one open. We'll keep one open.
When you looked quite cool. It was like had this orange.
Because now you have the light come in your back of your head, right? But when you closed it, your camera was actually perfect. Like you looked like the Dos Equis guy. Like you're the most interesting man in the world.
Oh, really? I like it like this. I don't want to be podcasting in the dark.
I know. It must be nice. It must be nice living. Wherever you move, send me your address and how much rent is over there, and I'll probably be moving in the next few weeks because I told myself 1 more year in Canada, and I did extend my lease 1 year. But every single day I look outside, I check price, bad price, and I meant the weather. So it's pretty bad. Ovi, where are you, sir? Look at all these TV. How many TVs you got behind you?
3. That's actually a poker table behind me, believe it or not.
Where are you?
Grandma loves poker.
Yeah, I'm in Florida with my. We're doing like a family holiday thing with my in-laws.
Nice.
It's my wife's grandmother's 80th, but they basically just rented this whole like house thing in Florida.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the 3 TVs in the back of the poker table. That's perfect.
Yeah, I was trying to set up on the poker table, but my cables weren't long enough. But I thought that would have been cool.
That would have been funny.
Yeah,
especially because you have rec radio later. That would have been fun.
Yeah, exactly. Would have been perfect location for it.
Yeah, that would have been fun. I'm excited for your show later, guys. It's gonna be fun to have you guys do the D's interview on there. It's gonna be great. But anyways, so in case you didn't know by now, we are on YouTube. I love that. At this stage, a lot of people already know that we're on YouTube, so you already come directly there before I share the link. Of course, I'll share the link as usual, though. Twitter's algorithm, open source, says not share outside links. But so if you guys could all make it a habit to come to the YouTube, makes it even better. So I avoid posting it every morning, but I'm still gonna do it right now and share it. So if you're on Twitter Spaces right now, feel free to join us on YouTube. Rock Radio, and also make sure that you drop a gem in the chats and you subscribe to our channel where we upload segments and clips all the time. By the way, great segments almost every day, actually every day, that go up there.
I think they're great.
They're awesome.
I think I think sometimes the captions are slightly wrong. I think somebody captioned that I thought crypto and AI were going to be pissing on each other. I saw today as one of the captions, and I was like, I don't think I said that.
Wait,
I said pitting against each other, and I think the clip said pissing against each other.
Yeah, but So the thing, I think it's like automatic, like it's like
Oh, is it one of those automatic ones?
Yeah.
I laugh when I mean, maybe it's my accent. Maybe it's my accent.
Yeah, but I love these things, and I love that yesterday over you weren't there, but you were the thumbnail. It's great. So,
Where have they found these thumbnails? That's what I don't understand.
like, it's jazz. I have no clue. Dead ass. I have no clue. I know it's jazz.
Maybe I'll do some more for him right now.
But yeah, exactly.
Yes, give me all the gestures, please, all of them.
Okay, you got him. And so there's a top show segments though, deadass though. If you guys like the content, go on the top show segments. They're great, and of course the shorts. Yesterday's show was Ovi and Mando there. Look at your faces. Look at these studs. Look at these studs right there. Love to see it. But anyways, today on the show today, it's gonna be fun. Today's gonna be very fun. Trust me. And you're gonna want to be on YouTube today, and Mando and OSF don't even know it yet. So
Really?
DJ, no, you have no idea why. Today's partners it's going to be really fun. I was on the phone with them about an hour ago. Today on the show, today, DJ's market report as usual, crypto, macro, NFTs, Asprey, and Bugatti ordinals. Look at that. Bugatti coming into the space, dropping some ordinals on us. We talked about it last night on the show. It was fun. OpenSea launches their pro platform with an NFT, 180K supplies. We'll be talking about that. And of course, plenty more coming. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be joined by Filter Studio, today's partner of the show, in about less than an hour. And I think you guys are going to be quite entertained. And from what I understand, they're also giving away an actual 10. I'm going to pin that to the top right now. So they're actually giving away 10 Rug Radio limited edition hats they can wear. Like online wearables, and they're super, super cool. They asked us if it was cool, and I was like, I mean, why not? It's Rug branded. It's really cool, but you're going to understand why in about 50 minutes, especially if you're on the YouTube stream. So anyways, now without further ado, let's get right into it.
Daily Market Report, brought to you by Rug Radio. Joseph, what's the word?
Can you guys hear me? I think my internet just rugged.
No, you're perfect. And you look, by the way, this lighting in this place is what you should have in your London place, because it's nice. You're looking.
Really? I look like I can see all the imperfections on my face. It's kind of a bit of a weird
you're
one.
so.
I like it.
Mando, how do you? He's so cute. Like every day I realize how like cute and soft you are. Like it's crazy.
What about me?
You're definitely not cute and soft.
The exact opposite.
Literally polar opposite. But this is why
Fucking
it works
shock.
out you two as partners. Yeah, exactly. It's like chop suey, you know? Like, he's just like bang, and then Ovi's just like, ooh. Anyways, go ahead. Ovi, definitely need to hear about this market.
Yeah, sure. So yesterday the price action was. Let me put the script a bit closer. Yesterday the price action was kind of unchanged in traditional markets and stocks. Stocks today are opening lower. I think what is interesting is you've seen a massive rally in interest rates. So 2-year got to like 3.81%. To be honest with you, as of this morning, and we've had an additional like 12 to 13 basis point rally. So we're now at 3.7%. And this comes after some labor market data we got yesterday. It's I think job openings is the official stat by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the number that came in was like 1.5 million or something below last month's number, and it's actually the lowest number that they've had since May 2021. So it's a very weak labor market number that plays into the narrative that maybe the labor market is finally slowing down after being very sticky and being one of the main drivers of inflation. And obviously we have the payrolls number on Friday as well, which will be interesting to see what comes out. But as a result, weak labor market means the Fed has more power to, I guess, or leeway to lower interest rates because inflation becomes less of a problem. And that's why you've had this huge interest rate rally. And maybe that's why crypto rallied as well. I don't know. Like Bitcoin was up to 28.5K. ETH obviously hit like 1930, I think is the highest it hit this morning. It's back down a little bit, but still above 1900. But it's another indicator that you may enter an environment where we have lower interest rates, or at least lower interest rates than we do now. So I think with that number, it makes Friday's payroll number pretty interesting. And obviously payrolls are coming like ahead of expectations every single month now for 7 months. And even last month was a big beat. And I'm curious to see if payrolls shows anything similar to the BLS data that we had yesterday. But There are now signs of, obviously we've seen the signs of inflation slowing. It got a bit stuck here, but I think it can still go lower. And we're now starting to see signs of labor market weakening, which is more of a reason for the Fed to pivot and lower interest rates, especially with the fragility of the banking sector. So that's all good for crypto. I think it's just so clear to me that crypto is so correlated to interest rates here, and as are tech stocks. But we'll see what happens on Friday. But that's kind of what happened in macro. And look, 2-year interest rates are back to 3.7%, which is a huge rally in the last 2 days or so.
We're really decoupling though from tech stocks, wouldn't you say though? Like futures for tech stocks,
Yeah,
are 1%. Like,
yeah, we are.
We're more correlated. We're more correlated to interest rates and gold, I would say, right now, than it feels like to tech stocks. And weakness in the dollar. Whenever there's weakness in the dollar, it seems like we rip.
Yeah, that's something I totally noticed. So no, I'm just playing. But so it looks like, look, we had a nice run yesterday. It's funny because usually I text you at night, but I realized, Ovi, you were in Florida or something, right? You're on my side of the world. So I was like, oh my God, this shit's going crazy overnight. Like it's always when Mando's asleep, you guys are sleeping on the other side of the pond, and then Ovi was awake and you got to see it. But yesterday's run was actually pretty wild. I think ETH, it was during the night show, actually. It was so funny. We were live on stream and we were just like, wait, what the hell is going on? Like this just pumped to, I think we saw 1942, not $1,942 ETH yesterday. So we're back about, about hovering around 1900. Bitcoin saw what did Bitcoin see last night? 28,775. Didn't run as much as ETH did. So it seems like this run has seriously been ETH led, right?
It's related to the Shanghai upgrade.
Yeah.
Remember, there's been a lot of FUD, I think, before that on the idea that this was going to unlock a ton of ETH. It's one of the stages of like the merge, and it feels as though maybe it's one of those ones where people were selling the rumor, and then as we approach the actual event, they're buying the facts. So it feels as though that underperformance, that ETH Bitcoin underperformance that we've been seeing for the last 2 months, has reversed pretty sizably going into this Shanghai upgrade.
Yep, it's I guess we'll see what happens on that front. But yes, like we talked about, I forgot when it was, but it was last week, right? And we talked about the upgrade and the ETH that's going to be unlocked and whatnot. It seems like that's what was holding it back, but it seems like it's not really holding it back at the moment. So absolutely
ETH has underperformed Bitcoin by about 15% so far this year, which is not regular. Like normally ETH kind of, for the last few years has outperformed Bitcoin. And I think over the last week or so, it's outperformed it now by about 5%, just over 5%. So it feels, I think the Shanghai upgrade is on the 12th. And that's going to be a lot of this staked ETH that was on the Beacon chain, right?
We talked about it. It was like I forgot how much
chain it. I forget which chain
it is. No, it is
basically the liquidity for staked ETH, particularly Lido, which is like the big staked ETH provider, is now going to be you're able to get out of it, convert it to actual ETH.
April 12th. Wow, that's close, bro.
It's in a week. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize it was this close. Like, I damn, that's crazy. That's gonna be something. We should maybe then maybe next week we'll get someone to come and talk like specifically about the Shanghai hard fork and everything that's going on with the upgrade and everything. I think could be interesting. But it's gonna be really cool. Just like quick TLDR, I'm reading off an article. What is EIP 4895? The star of Shanghai is EIP 4895, which will free up validators to withdraw 16 million ETH that they have thus far staked to help secure the network. So we'll see what happens. But it is 16 million ETH so far. So whatever amount that is in dollars.
Right. But that's not $16 million worth of ETH, right?
No, it's 16 million ETH.
Exactly. Like it's a lot.
It's I mean,
it's like 35 billion.
Wow. Damn. That's a lot of money. that's a lot of money right there. But anyways, so we'll see what happens there. It is on the Beacon chain, but I remember when we talked about that last week, so we'll probably cover it closer to Get Vitalik. Yes, if Vitalik was to come and talk about the Shanghai upgrade on the GM Web3 show, I'm not going to say no. It would be good. We got to make that happen. I mean, come on, man. We got Joe Lubin
He's
on.
way too smart for us.
We got Joe Lubin on. We got. I mean, Joe Lubin is pretty smart as fuck, if you ask me, right? He's up there. So we got Hayden Adams too. It's only fair we get Vitalik.
We will get him on. We will get him on. That's like the goal of Rug Radio now.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But anyways. All right. Well, let's go back to NFTs.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
Yeah, GM everyone. Not a lot in terms of big movers, I would say, over the last 24 hours. The main one has been Nakamigos. Nakamigos obviously ran up to 0.9-ish. And then during the show, it was kind of 0.6, 0.7, and now seems to have hung out at like 0.35, I think it is right now. So that's down about 40% over the last 24 hours. That's been the biggest mover. I think we gave some very fair arguments of why this can go up, why this can go down on this show. It feels as though there were some fairly aggressive tweets, I would say, against it over the last couple of days. And then it felt like it was, I don't know, the timeline it felt like you just shouldn't tweet about Nakamigos, because whatever you said, somebody was either gonna attack you. So it felt like not one to really talk about, and that's normally not a good sign for a collection, whether you like it or not. Like, it just feels as though when it becomes that like center of attention, it becomes the main character. It can sometimes
never become the main character.
It can sometimes turn. Still a bunch of OGs in it. Still think it's cool that this has happened. But yeah, it's now down to 0.35. 20K collection, which I think is people, we've said a couple of times on here, but that is 1 ETH even for a 20K collection. Remember, that's like 2 ETH, probably 2.5 ETH plus if it's a 10K collection. So it did pretty well to get up to 0.9. And then I think, maybe you see consolidation here, who knows? But I don't think anyone could predict where Nakamia is going to go next. Definitely saw some people buying on this dip. And then I saw like a Trump derivative. Did I see that overnight? Like there was
the MAGA Amigo.
The MAGA Amigos.
Dude, honestly, I love this space. Like I know some people hate the shit, but I think this space is so good with the memes and to talk about things like this. It's funny. Don't buy this, please, for what it's worth. Like it's stupid, but it's hilarious. But yeah, I saw that as well.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was funny. Anyway, that took some limelight away, and then it felt as though everyone was trading the new OpenSea NFT. So OpenSea and Gem have looked to merge. Oh, sorry, they merged last year.
No, they didn't. So OpenSea acquired
them
last year, and then
now they're merging the platform. So OpenSea is going to be called OpenSea Pro. Gem is going to be called OpenSea Pro, and they released an NFT which is 200,000?
180.
Yeah. But 0.05 is the floor price.
It's crazy that it's still minting, so there's still 110,000 left to mint.
We need to mint ours. I don't think me and Ovi have minted ours.
I minted mine for my personal wallet, and I just minted ours because I remember like we've used Gem a ton to like sweep Rug Radio NFTs whenever we do it with the partnership stuff, and so I just went and minted ours from that wallet because it's one per wallet that has used Gem before a specific date, and it's you can get it for free, and then so what's wild is it's done 2,500 ETH in volume when it's still like 110K units left to mint. And someone, let's say a fat-fingered farmer, and bought one for 100 ETH. I have a hard time feeling bad for farmers in a way, like you kind of like you playing the game. Like that's.
Did you see the actual lifetime history of that wallet?
I know. I looked up. I looked at 69059's
Yeah.
tweet. I'm gonna share it right now on the timeline. But I think that person's lost. The airdrop farmer who mistakenly bid 100 ETH on the Genesis has had a rough go. His realized PNL is around minus 1,000 ETH, and he hasn't realized the loss on that gem yet. The majority of airdrop farmers have consistently lost money in season 2. I mean, it is a different game in season 1, and players want to play. I mean, this is kind of like a fuck around and find out moment. You know, it's like you're fucking around. You know, so see, the more you fuck around, the more you find out around here. So if you do the chart here, around this spot is where he really fucked around and found out. And this is what happened.
So what do you think? Like, I'm trying to get myself into the mindset of something like that. Obviously, there was a lot of money made, it felt like, on airdrop 1. And now if you airdrop 2 and it's been extended, you just have to keep on like farming, right?
I'm assuming
That's
that
the
if you're the
situation that
farmer,
you're in. Like, you need to continue, even if you don't believe the game makes you money anymore, you've got to continue playing. It
I
feels
don't know.
like,
I'm sure.
and because otherwise you're realizing an even bigger loss. So it's like this really, it's like a really crap prisoner's dilemma for an Blur airdrop farmer right now.
Yeah.
Where like you can't really win.
Yeah, I'm sure. Look, I don't know because I really have never played that game before. I don't know how to play it. I don't want to play it. It's scary. Like even trading, we were saying since earlier on, like if you're trying to trade, like trading in between, getting sandwiched in between farmers can be very dangerous. And we saw it happen a lot, right? At the beginning of the farming, like people were like getting into a game they didn't know how to play. I remember even Spencer tweeting out like, yo, this new crop of farmers like have no idea what's coming for them. And ever since that tweet, like a lot of people just been getting wrecked, like straight up, because that like this is a game that is being played by people that are much smarter and better, and they've been doing that since 2017 DeFi for the most part. Like it's just like, you know, so you don't want to get caught in between that. But that's definitely what's been going on. But you know what, Mando, the actual NFT that's been getting a lot of traction. So first of all, I saw someone like. I saw a tweet somehow, like I know we talked about VFriends the other day. Remember we mentioned it real quick. Someone swept like 70 of them from a tweet. I saw like 60 something. But the NFT that's been getting all the traffic right now is Milady. Milady has been the NFT that's been getting all the traction after Kobe changed his PFP to Milady. And also I saw Suzu. I saw Deez buy some last night on the show, and because apparently there was this article claiming. Talking about all the allegations with regards to Milady were kind of cleared.
Really were they?
Yeah, no, I saw this on Sobi. Sobi tweeted about it. He said the Milady allegations have been debunked, and I was quick to wrongfully turn on Charlotte. Posting this publicly, apologize, Milady. And so there's this whole article that came out debunking like all of the allegations. On Milady, and then after that there was the whole Kobe thing, and like it's pretty deep. I'm not gonna read it on here because it's very long. Actually, look, I mean it's very long. It's
Okay.
all dude.
I mean, we looked into it for a while. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to read this. I don't think it's been 100% debunked, but I'll read through
I'm definitely not reading this, but I'm just saying. Look, my job.
We're not reading it. We're just saying it's been debunked.
My job here is to relay the news as per why something is doing good when we're talking about it. And there's the Kobe effect and there's that effect. That's all I'm saying. And there's some people that I know didn't want to buy Milady or touch it because of those allegations that are now buying it on the back of this, right?
Okay.
The allegations were pretty intense.
Yeah, out of the abundance of caution, I think I'm gonna read through it and make.
I'm not gonna buy one on the back of this.
No. You can buy one. I want to read through this.
Yeah, I mean, you should definitely read through this if you're interested in what's going on. Basically, yeah, it's a lot because there was a lot of stuff about like the pro anorexia call and the grooming and this. It was very grime and gore and like a lot of weird vibe stuff. And now like there's been this whole article that came out, about how it's not all the things that I was getting accused of. So worth mentioning for sure. Definitely worth mentioning. I think it's important to mention those things because I've been in the side where like people make allegations that are bullshit that people will believe, and then like you actually like put something out there and you wish people would, like look at it or like at least like like talk about it. And so that's why, like, for me, like, I make the effort to at least like look into it or at least like mention it, because I don't know, like it could really like fuck people up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so they ran because Kobe changed his profile picture.
Yeah, Kobe definitely ran with the Kobe, and then you add that to it. But when Kobe changed his PFP after like becoming the main character again with the with the Shaw 256 stuff, which was super funny.
Interestingly, I've been hearing like Nakamigos being like, look, we want to.
I've been hearing things.
They're looking at things like they kind of want to be the new MFers or the new Miladies, like counterculture style.
But
How do you like go out there and make yourself
the counterculture meet. Like, if I want to, like, I was thinking about this.
That's what they're trying to, you know.
Yeah.
That's there's no centralized team, right? So they need to have this like counter, like, you know, like I don't necessarily think that. I think Miladies is very similar.
I was thinking about this the other day.
Very counterculture, bordering on lots of weird allegations, and so I definitely want to redo that article.
Definitely, that's counterculture. And if I was thinking the other day, like when Nakamigos was generally like approaching MFR's floor price, I was generally wondering, would you prefer having an MFR or Nakamigo? Because it's similar communities. And to me, like the MFR is always going to be like the super like iconic, like, you know, PFP of the I don't give a fuck about the utility type thing. Like even you guys, like, rec guys, like, okay, we're fucking wreck. Like it's part like these PFPs that like you really just don't care per se, like about what's going on behind the scenes. It's like,
yeah, I love MFers. I mean, when we created Rec Guy, we wanted to create something with a similar sort of like obviously a different style of community, but obviously a similar value proposition. But still, I think that was before kind of Satoshi moved on from it. But
he's here, he's back. You know,
he's back. It's like an interesting one. Like I feel like MFers, if he was still part of it, would be I don't
know.
I think so.
I mean, look, he's back.
I think having centralized, like, I don't know, people who are helping structure it and push it forward, like push forward the concept of it.
Right? Like he handed it off to a team that was already kind of running the unofficial MFR stuff, like that whole like crew, right?
He did. I think just the exit with the open edition just didn't really sit quite right.
Is it fair?
Look, I like MFers. I like Satoshi. I just felt as though that is always going to be one of these points where people, you know how it's like with the Zuki, where like everyone mentions it even though they've done well. It's going to be all those like.
Yeah, but that's
I feel like MFers didn't have a ceiling, but now I feel like maybe someone just brings that up and goes like, oh well, then what happened here? Like, that's a bit strange. So
yeah,
everyone's got stuff in their closet. You know, like no project is perfect.
Yeah.
With stuff, but like anyway, MFers MFers below 1 ETH, I think is good value, no doubt.
I love having them effort. You know, I think it's fair to say Satoshi's kind of like redeem himself from the people being pissed, because he delivered like the AOS pass.
Sure.
The first collab was Patrick Amadon. Second one is Nakamigos, and the third one is this Pixel Lore drop I saw. That's the edition of 300. So he turned it into the whole like art thingy. And before this, mind you, he was also like art collector. Like he used to light up the super rare bot all the time and collect art. And he was
Honestly,
always.
I thought he was one of the best community members in the whole space.
Oh, he was our own. He's like one of our first, like I used to always say, like he's like our first like very own like Web3 native meme creator. Like you know the memes like are you winning, son? Like he was our first like Web3 native like create, he would create those memes of production, right? And the account was hilarious.
Minister of NFTs has kind of taken the limelight now, though, hasn't he?
But
I like
on the back of the MFer, right? Like on the back.
Of course, he's an MFer. That's what I mean.
I love that.
Is he Satoshi?
I reached out to Satoshi actually last night. And I was like, dude, honestly, like I'm glad to see you're back. Like I was like, this is fun. Like I hated like when people were saying, oh, is Satoshi a rug thing? Because I used to be always a vocal fan of his. Like I have his one of ones and shit. Like it's super cool. And so I was like, dude, I'm glad you came back and like did the whole like, you know, the art thing and the Nakamigos allow list for free, because it's like these little things. Like it's easy to get accused of things in space, but it's also easy to like clean it up if you like do it properly and mindfully, and like you really do it with a good intent. And like it seems like it's it was cool to see. But anyways, so I guess the bigger news yesterday was on the OpenSea front, right? OpenSea's back on the marketplace wars. So I think it's fair to say the marketplace wars is back on track, because for quite a moment Blur, you know, had taken all the attention, and OpenSea was marked for dead for most people. But yesterday, so 20 hours ago, OpenSea tweeted, Allow us to reintroduce ourselves. Starting today, GEM V2, the best-in-class NFT aggregator, is now OpenSea Pro. OpenSea Pro will still be run by the same GEM team you know and love, but with unified brands, we are able to offer users much more. Let's dive in. And they wrote this thread yesterday about OpenSea Pro and everything that they're doing. And so basically it's GEM. And remember, Mando, a few weeks ago or months, we talked about this. I was like, yo, pay attention to GEM. Like there's definitely something that's be cooking there. And I said, go try I applied for the beta because it was open. Like Vasa, who's the dev behind GEM XYZ, very smart dude, by the way. He's the one who created it and then got acquired by OpenSea eventually for a lot of money, that's for sure. And looks like they're aggregating 170 marketplaces. I mean, I didn't even know there was 170 marketplaces, and they pretty much aggregate everyone. And something Dee's pointed out that they do and that the other marketplaces don't, they aggregate also the NFTX pools and everything. So it's like everything shows on OpenSea Pro. So technically speaking, the real floor, right? Because usually you look for a real floor price, is kind of back on OpenSea in a way. Well, OpenSea Pro for what it's worth, for the reason that they aggregate the different pools and whatnot. I don't know what you guys think about that, or if you guys had the time to look at the platform. But at first glance, I tried sweeping last night. I swept on it last night. Very easy to use. Pardon?
Oh, you bought some GM.
Oh, Rug Reader NFTs. Yeah, I swept 20 more rugs for us and 30 more PFPs. I mean, dude, 30 PFPs. I mean, I'm like, you guys are like giving to me for free at this stage. Like 30 PFPs is an ETH a pop, and I sweep them like often. So it's just I'm just accumulating 30 at a time. I mean, good for us, right? You know, I'm not gonna be mad about the fact that we've accumulated about 1,300 Rug Reader NFTs over the last like few months, right? But the point being, I tried it and it was really good, and I like the fact that you can hover between. See the bottom of my screen here, bottom right. So I can switch from pro to collector. So this is the pro view. So if I go on like Rec Guy, for example, this is the pro view, and then I can have the collector view, right? And it's cool because I'm a collector and sometimes I want to see something in the pro model. And I like the fact that it's offering me both. Obviously seizure warning when I show Thread Guy NFTs. Not Thread Guy, Rec Guy NFTs.
Can I just ask, why does OpenSea keep its own UI and this is OpenSea Pro? So
that's interesting. So OpenSea is back to that 2.5% marketplace fee, and there goes Ovi. And then OpenSea
Ovi's just gone.
And OpenSea Pro, it's a good question. I guess they would have one product that would be it's a good question. I guess we'll see. I'm assuming
why would you use OpenSea? Like this looks better. It feels better. It just feels as though like just get rid of OpenSea now.
Maybe that's what they're gonna do. Like we don't know, right? Like
I think legally they're different entities. Actually, just thinking about it now, they've tried to. There's a lot of talk here now about. I mean, everyone's bag bias was that fucking dialed up to 11 yesterday, and everyone was like, "This is going to be the multiplier for the coin that they're going to bring out," and you know, why would you ever sell this or this sort of stuff? Look, who knows? It's very difficult for OpenSea to bring out a coin. They're like the Coinbase of NFTs. And you've seen how Coinbase has never brought out a coin, even though pretty much every other major exchange has brought out a coin for similar reasons, and that they face a lot of regulatory scrutiny. I think GEM is based in Singapore, but that being said, with a US topco or parent, I think it'd still be incredibly difficult to bring out a coin. But who knows?
I mean,
never down the line, maybe whatever. But to assume that you're going to get some sort of multiplier here. They did say they are counting points, so maybe they are going to try and have a go at it down the line, but it's one of these ones where I just feel like you're meant to under promise, over deliver. And here I feel as though people are going to get annoyed if they don't bring out a coin.
Yeah, but again, like this is the part that really frustrates me. Like it's like last night I was thinking about this. It's like, and I talk about it on the show, but like when Blur is doing your thing, everyone's bitching about Blur. Blur is negative EV, and we talked about it. 9059 did a poll. 5,000 people replied. So there's only 25,000 active traders. So you could say this is an accurate like representation of the space. 59% said it's negative EV. Okay, I went back yesterday to check. Everyone's complaining. OpenSea tries something. Everyone's complaining. And like, I find it super like in this space, it's got super like into what you were talking about yesterday. Like you in the chat, like
Don't get me started.
the whole Nakamigos thing got super like aggressive, like on both sides, people attacking each other. And y'all took not you, but like y'all, the space took the fun out of it by making it something that was supposed to be a fun meme, which by the way, I was having fun with, people was having fun with, a lot of people having fun with, and turned into something unbearable to read. Like now I'm just like, I'm over the whole thing because I'm just like, ugh. Now this marketplace thing, it's like every time someone tries something, we say it sucks. And I feel like we're in a space that like founders and creators and believers in anything, no matter how hard you try to do something, everyone's going to try and go against you. And it's just, how are we supposed to be in a space, crypto, NFTs, there's a helm of a technology and a forefront of like a digital evolution, a revolution, where every step of the way, people try to literally put fucking sticks in your wheels and make you fall. Like, I don't know, man, though. Like, I was so
I agree. I totally agree.
Not like thing,
I
like,
got
okay,
so frustrated yesterday. And
I know you. Yeah, I remember you were. And you're right. Like, I was frustrated about that. Like, the whole Nakamino skin is hilarious. Look, Bharat had to put a disclaimer today. Bharat! Fucking Bharat! Like, one of the most goated collectors. Like, his fund with 6 literally is keeping the art space alive by buying bunch of things. Like, and people are coming at him. Like, or people, like, it's just like, it's like, people like, chill.
People are trading digital, like they're trading JPEGs. They're taking JPEGs of Nakamigo Satoshi figures. It's like, what are we so upset about here? Everyone knew what was happening. I saw my timeline as it went up to 0.9, and I swear to God, the amount, like, then there was a question about should influencers be tweeting about it to make it go higher, or should they be selling their honoraries? If you were tweeting about it, you were seen as pumping it. But if you weren't, you maybe see about fudding it, or like any sort of FUD was taken the wrong way. It ran up to 0.9. I saw so many people who were pumping it or not pumping it on the way up, or like, yeah, I love my Nakamigos, then go, oh, I'm going to sell it. If Farouk had done any of the stuff,
bro, if I had done, it's even more. Now I wasn't talking about
it.
myself. Now, I wasn't talking about me, but now you bring it up.
Drops. Then it drops to 0.5.
Like, all these motherfuckers. The funny thing is, I haven't said it, but all these people that are like pushing this whole thing are the same people that will make threads about me in 2021. The same people. I have receipts, so I know. Sorry, I keep out.
So the funniest thing about the whole thing is like all the hate that the honoraries got for selling, and it's like, dude, don't hate the people, guys selling the honoraries. Like, who the fuck is buying this shit? Like, who the hell is like, oh yeah, I'll just buy like the G money or honorary for 10 ETH. Like what is going through your head? That's the thing that I'm more confused about.
Yeah,
the thing is, it's all about the vibes on the way up, and then literally it turns into a conspiracy. What happens to the vibes on the way down? On the way down, it's like everyone just starts pointing at each other, and I just sit there just going like, I have seen this so many times. Every time. It's not people's fault. It's no one's fault suddenly that Nakamigos falls. Just like it's no one's fault that it went up. And yet the timeline becomes a fucking war zone. And I sit there and just go like, the last 2 days, if I was looking at NFTs, I'd just be like, why am I getting involved in this? This just seems like suddenly it becomes like some massive fight on the timeline over such innocuous statements.
Why? Like,
ways.
Why?
And I just got really frustrated, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother tweeting about it. And I have nothing against Nakamigos. This is more about people than it is about Nakamigos. It's like, it's on both sides every time.
Both sides. It was both sides to me. Like, the whole reason, and the thing is, I've been having fun with it because I have my Ono. I still haven't bought, and I haven't yet, and I'm probably won't. I don't know, but like I still was like, hey, fuck yeah, like people are making money. We were on here saying, yo, let's go. Like, we love to see it. But at the same time, like, it's like on both sides, like people are just making it unbearable for every party. It's like when you start coming at people and Bharat and these people, I'm just like, bro, it's like you love Bharat Cremo when he's buying your fucking bags. And when 6529 Fund is coming for the memes of production and dropping memes and making everyone money, but you hate him when the shit's on the way down. Like, at some point, like, understand the place you're in, the space you're in, and the game you're playing, and be an adult. You know, like, be an adult. And if you're not an adult yet, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe just grow up faster. But it was just funny. So anyways, back to the OpenSea thing, Mando. I thought it was cool. I see a lot of people making threads, like assuming they know what the OpenSea NFT is about, saying, oh, like Blur is giving us, you sent me a tweet and I was like, that's a bad take. because they're like, oh, Blur is sending millions of dollars to airdrop, OpenSea is doing 180K free mint. But again, who are we to know what's happening with this? We don't have preview info. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what that NFT is. We don't know exactly the reason why they're separating the two. For what it's worth, Coinbase had Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. Gemini, I use Gemini, has Gemini and then Gemini Pro if you want to do a little more than like the more intense trading. Some people want to use OpenSea, just OpenSea, because maybe it's a little simpler. We'll see what happens. And what I thought was interesting, I mentioned last night, one last thing about this is Turvo. He a part of the one Discord shared yesterday. So Vasa, the developer behind Gem, came in their Discord yesterday and he said, by the way, the collection is still in pre-reveal. And then he said, just to reiterate, this drop is not even part of the incentive program. This is just a thank you to the community. There is definitely something beyond this that's coming. And Vasa has been telling us for a minute. And by the way, if you want to follow a smart founder that literally like is really cool,
Vasa, he came on the show, didn't he? He was really good.
He's great. He's smart. I mean, he got a multi-$100 million exit. So he's not a dodo. And he actually, even before this, I was talking about the show earlier, yesterday night, Mando, he used to like, when Gem was just started, he used to be the one doing like all the dev work and also the like DM help, like tech support, like all day, even to this date. If you have questions, he will come and answer them and stuff like that. It's super cool. So there's definitely something going on here, you know, that will, that's going to happen. So I wouldn't count OpenSea as dead. I don't know. Some people were. I wouldn't personally, because their CTO, Nadav Hollander, is a very smart person. Devin Finzer is no idiot. Like, you know, so I wouldn't count these people out. I know that the shit posters and the timeline likes to make memes and stuff, but don't let like, you know, that, you know, sway you from, you know, like what's actually going on here in the space. So
it's very comparable actually to the marketplace wars, right? Between Binance and OpenSea and Binance and Coinbase and
it's
FTX. Like, if you were on any of those platforms, you would have gotten a token, right? And a lot of them have since like folded, or something's gone wrong, or you know, the token's gone to zero. And Coinbase has returned as this kind of like savior for crypto, right? Seen as being like somebody who's played it right. They haven't really gotten like, they've tried to play it right until the SEC's come after them. But I'm not saying that like I wasn't, and we were vocally not happy about the shift against royalties over the last.
I mean, we were on our. I think our stage said everything.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any like good guys here, but sometimes playing a safer regulatory path is a long-term winner, and I don't think this is like the death of OpenSea because it didn't do a token.
They may do one though. We don't know.
They might.
Right? Like you don't. There's separation of the two. I'm not saying they will or what. No, don't want to. Like there's something. There's clearly a mindful approach through an ERC 721. And if we've learned something, is that communities are built around ERC 721s, not ERC 20s. Nobody gives a fuck about ERC 20. We all did our trade. We made our money on Blur. We're out. We don't give a fuck about it anymore. Maybe we get back in the trade. That's the only time you care about the Blur token is when you want to make money. The times where you care about ERC 721 is different. I'm not saying this is different, but it's interesting. And I think it's interesting that we bring in like a different, like, I don't know, like point of view sometimes on here. So I guess we'll see. Me too, I'm curious about the split between pro and not pro. And I'm curious about why you would use OpenSea over the pro, because there's no platform fee either. But look, like, we'll see what happens from that. But I'm glad that they finally have a product that's good. Like the OpenSea product compared to Blur was really bad when you compare the two side by side. And now OpenSea Pro has a really good product. And I tried it on mobile yesterday. It was really good. Like, I'm just being honest here. Like, I'm, as someone who uses this every day, I was telling some friends in the chat, like, they're like saying, oh, the UX and the UI sucks. I'm like, have you tried? Because when I share it, the screen every morning on the show, and you know, because I tell you guys with DJ's Finance, I like when things are a certain way, right? Like, it looks good on the screen. This is easy to use on a screen. The analytics tool is good to use. Like, everything about it looks pretty clean. So I guess we'll see what happens on that front. Yep. And so yes. Anyways, yes, he's probably listening to the show. Looking for fonts.
I got it.
Okay.
Obi's just been working.
Obi's working. I know your Rex show tickets, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to launch your Rex show tickets just now, and the website crashed, I think. So.
But you guys,
Sweet.
I know we're doing the token proof stuff. We're announcing soon for our
Yep.
consensus event. But what's the deal with that? It's on the 12th. It's for Red Guy holders.
It's on the 12th. If you hold a Red Guy or a Tabs or any of my art, then you get to claim a free ticket. If you hold an RLD, then you get to claim a VIP ticket. So,
Ooh, are we gonna get the space upstairs this time again?
we will get the space upstairs. The space upstairs will be VIP. Yeah.
If you know, you know. Um, whatever happens upstairs at the box, whatever happens at the box stays at the box. Whatever happens upstairs at the box definitely stays upstairs at the box. Well, I have flashbacks now. And it's really
When camera, by the way, like me and Ovi are just like pulling ahead now. Like you need to get this camera. We're like,
I don't look crisp.
you look good as well.
Win camera.
The camera.
It'll look good in your. The thing is, it'll look really sick in your place as well.
No,
By the way, am I echoing here? I'm like in a hall.
because it's big.
You are a bit of an echo, but it's not a bad echo. It's like I live in a rich house echo.
That's I sold 72 apes.
Just being honest.
For echo.
Not familiar with that type of echo, but
So okay, so Red Show is funny. Loxy was like, Red Guy gives us 4 chances a year to get canceled. And here's one.
We'll go upstairs.
Yeah, definitely go upstairs. Okay, Rec Show is gonna be fun. All right, what else going on in the space? Let me see. Hold on, I had the title set up. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys got to see this, but Bugatti, the car maker, is getting into NFTs. And again, I'm gonna point it out. What I like is from their main account, no side shit. The actual Bugatti socials and official websites are getting involved with this ordinals drop. Oh, it looks like there's an update from an hour ago. Nice. The Asprey
Bugatti
Bugatti
not even have 1 million followers.
because they're
Feels like Bugatti's
not
level.
big on Twitter. They probably have a bunch of followers on Instagram, right? Let me go check at the same time. But so basically, they're getting involved in NFTs, and they have 19.5 million followers on Instagram.
That makes sense.
Oh, they posted it on IG too.
Let's go.
Huh. Nice. You'd love to see that. Sorry, I really like when brands do that. It makes me immediately bullish on this. Wait until I tell you the price point though. Then we can talk. It's right there. I can't click on it because I'm not logged in. But so basically, Bugatti's getting into NFTs, and they're doing an ordinals drop with Asprey, the jewelry brand, which is pretty expensive. So Asprey Bugatti Egg Collection, launched by Bugatti and Asprey Studio, will be created both as a physical object and NFT generative artwork in Bitcoin. Inquiries, Asprey Studio and AspreyBugatti.com. So it seems like they're dropping this like egg. Oh wow, filled with diamonds. That's fire. It seems like it's made out of carbon fiber. Yeah, it's made of carbon fiber egg. So it's like the mix of the two, right?
Hold on, is it digital carbon fiber or is it real?
No, so there's both. So you get it's a digital collectible and a physical tied to it. So it's actually on their official website. They made a website for AspreyBugatti.com. I find that really interesting, and there's a whole like pretty gangster.
Look at that.
They went deep on this shit. I like that.
wow.
How much is a Bugatti?
It starts at like $2 million. Sell 72 apes. How much is a Bugatti? I'm kidding.
I don't know. That could be taken very out of context.
one day though. I would love a Bugatti one day. So look, like, I don't know what you guys think on this. I like the look of it so far. So basically, it's going to be multiple NFTs ranging from 0.7 Bitcoin to 7 Bitcoin. Yeah, the top one is 7 BTC. Liz had made a tweet about it, and look, it makes sense for me. Like, it makes sense for me that a brand like Bugatti decides to go with like a Bitcoin drop. Honestly, I really mean that. And look, it says the Bugatti and so On-Chain Monkey. So the brand behind On-Chain Monkey, which is MetaGood, is helping out with this collaboration on the drop. So it's Asprey and Bugatti, and then MetaGood is behind it, if I'm not mistaken. And so the Bugatti and On-Chain Monkey Ordinals collab. So it's MetaGood collab. Will have a mint price between 20K to 200K USD. So 0.7 Bitcoin to 7 Bitcoin for 111 pieces. And so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens on that front. But it's real. It's definitely real, and I think it's really cool that they're posting all about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys have ordinals yet? This is making me more and more excited. By the way, we're almost at a million ordinals inscribed.
Wow.
It hit 900K. It's pretty wild, if you ask me.
Up only. I mean,
I'm
I'm
trying
going to
to
be shocked that number's just going to keep on going.
I'm trying to go on the Bugatti Twitter account, Instagram account to check it out. Oh, wow. Yeah, they did post a video that I just showed as a reel. 75,000 likes, 512 comments, and they made a whole. Okay, so there's way more details on Instagram. It says, so the second paragraph reads, wow, interesting. So there's a reason why it's the egg. So Carlo Bugatti, Ettore Bugatti's father, once said the purest, perfect shape of nature is the egg. Interesting. And then he says, there's a thing that says,
I think I saw this. I think I saw Wasi.
What?
About this early. Hold on.
Wait, each egg will be unique in physical form. The eggshell of the royal edition, made from carbon fiber and delicately crafted into the perfect egg shape during a complex process, is completely free from disproportion or imperfection. It is encased within a silver diamond weave lattice, whatever lattice means. Its surface displaying the dancing elephant motif, recreated perfect detail from one of Rembrandt Bugatti's most known sculptures, serving as a hood ornament for the Type 41 Royale. The intricate lattice and carbon fiber shell. Oh, man, these luxury MFers are really good at this stuff. Like, luxury brands are really, really good. Yeah, so it's not a Fabergé egg. So it's similar, right? Like Asprey also does eggs, but it's like similar vibe, like the whole Fabergé thing. I guess, are we bullish on the eggs? I mean, it's, dude.
Did you see what I posted to you?
What did you send me?
In the chat.
Hold on. Bro. Hold on, let me share it on the screen here for everybody to see.
What the fuck?
Bro, what is this?
You haven't seen this video?
Wow, that's very disturbing.
Whenever I think about an egg, I just think about this video now.
That is disturbing as fuck.
That blew up like a month ago. I just now I understand why that was posted this morning.
Yeah. It's inverse, bro. I posted right because the Bugatti said the purest, perfect shape of nature's egg. Carlo Bugatti. Listen, I think this is really cool. Do you guys not agree with me that Bugatti is like posting from their main socials, 20 million followers, this and that, Bitcoin ordinals? Like, do you guys not think this is like pretty cool event?
I think it's cool. Like, I mean, Bugatti is a huge luxury brand, and for them to have a
car making luxury brands, like the number one luxury brand in cars.
Right. So for them to have like a ordinal, I think is quite interesting. I'm still curious as to who will buy it. I think some people will. I think that the supply is low enough where you can find enough people who will want to own it. But yeah, I guess also if you own one of the ordinals, do you get to do cool shit with it with Bugatti? I think that would also be cool as well. And maybe they have a lot of things they can pull there. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting one, I think.
Yep. I think it's a big deal. I personally don't really own Bugattis or Fabergé eggs, so maybe less big for me. But yeah, like I think it's good to see. I think these luxury brands work well as they come into the space because they can do more limited drops, which have value. Oh, now we're fucked because it's just you, Ovi.
Oh shit. I've only
now we're really fucked.
I've only got my laptop, so I don't always have this up on the screen because I don't have my big screen. So I didn't realize you'd stepped
Don't
off.
just leave me with Ovi.
Dude, my keyboard died. Hold on,
Oh,
I can't do anything right now. My keyboard died, so I was like, "Yeah, we
threw it out there," and Ovi hadn't realized. Ovi first hadn't realized that you went on screen.
That's so funny. Sorry, guys. My keyboard died, and I couldn't do anything like share screen, or I couldn't do anything anymore. So I was trying to figure out. Let's see how it works. I was gonna search something. What's the floor price on the Bugatti? What is the cheapest Bugatti for sale? It has to be over $1 million, right? Like,
let me know.
Okay, Bugatti list prices. Let me know. He's like already ready for ETH. I mean, when ETH is 40K, right? Ovi, you're buying ETH. Are you buying me a Bugatti if ETH hits 40K, Ovi?
If ETH hits 40K,
$40,000. Would you buy me a Bugatti?
Yeah, I think I probably would.
Yeah, I think.
If I still owned it, not if I'd sold it, then I'd be in a real tough spot.
If you have a bag of ETH, we're on the record here. If you still have a bag of ETH, if ETH hits $40,000, would you buy me a Bugatti?
Yeah, I would.
Sick. That's cool. Well, 40K is a magnet, everybody.
I'd buy you an egg.
You buy me an egg. So the Bugatti Veyron is $1.9 million. The Chiron is 2.9. Then you go into 5, 8, and $12 million. But that's not what you're.
I thought you meant a Bugatti egg, not a Bugatti car.
Oh, look at that. That's horrific. That's horrific.
I'll settle for a watch, you cheap ass. All right, so anyways,
who knows which ones will be more expensive? You never know.
Dude, I think this is super fucking cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm getting like I was already like I was hype about the ordinal stuff, and I think it's pretty cool. Like, now this makes me want to do actual like even more stuff on the ordinals front. I don't know.
You're a big car guy though, aren't you? You're a very big car guy.
I am. It's my passion since I was a kid. This is one of the reasons why I started the blogs back then. So I think it's like I'm like tripping over this. I thought it was super cool, and I got put in touch, of course, with the Bugatti team as well. So I'm hopefully we can, have him on or something like that and chit chat, and maybe they can give us a car or for a test drive. I mean, for 10 minutes.
Nice.
But I just find the whole thing really fucking cool. And no, it's not 12 million for an egg. It's $12 million for a car. But that's La Voiture Noire. It's a one of one. It's different. And it's a one of one car. It's actually really like it's really, really cool. So anyways, so that's Bugatti. They're doing some ordinals. Check it out. But it's expensive. The floor price is going to start at 0.7 Bitcoin. But look, there's only 111 of them, so they're probably going to sell out for what it's worth. So, anyways, I still haven't given the Stubbs passcode, and you know what? I think I'm going to hold it a little longer. So, rug.fm/Stubbs is where you want to be prepped, though. You want to be ready for that. And whatnot. So every day we give 100 free stubs. There are 100 free NFTs on ETH that you can then burn on the Friday to the Sunday for an artwork. And this week's our featured artist is With Hearts, and you should definitely check out his work. It's awesome, and the piece is called Wrecked Burger, and it's really fucking awesome. But I am gonna segue here, because Chemo and Mark are in the stew. So I'm going to segue here to our partners of the day, Filter Studio. If you're on Twitter Spaces, there's quite a lot of people on the Spaces. At the top of the Twitter Space is a link to the YouTube channel. This is where you want to come on YouTube. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to add Chemo and Chemo and Mark to the chat here. What's up, y'all? Good morning. How y'all doing?
What's up?
Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing?
What I love about this is Ovi is clearly not watching the stream, or he would have reacted to that.
Ovi, are you watching the stream?
Oh shit! GM guys.
I know. I was reacting, and I was looking at Ovi. He was just like blank face. I was like,
oh my god, this is
yeah, it's different. It's different. It's different.
It's definitely different.
Which is good.
It's awesome, dude. I love your hat. So that's the collectible that you're giving away.
Exactly.
Wow, it's so well done. Because on the meeting earlier, you didn't have that on, so that must have just been done. That's so sick.
Yeah, I have a great team, man. It's like, and actually, it's not a lot of work to create a new branded hat, because there's a workflow in space. But no, I mean, I thought it's a great idea to wear the hat, right? Okay. It's just showcasing what we do, and one thing is like digital wearables. So.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into that in a second. I can't wait to talk about this with you. But what I find very impressive, and something I told the Filter team earlier, is that it doesn't look like a filter almost. Like, it almost looks like they're wearing a freaking mask, but it's real, and it's crazy. Like, I was almost like freaked out earlier. Look at the eyes. You should put the coin eyes back on, because they're actually like shining. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on? It's super cool. So Chemo.
Hey, drop
Mark.
me out. Drop me out, and I'll put the coin eyes on for.
I bet here. Oh, hold on. There you go. Just drop you out. Mark.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So let me just say a little something little about the coins, because that's an interesting one. So what we have in the application, it's in the beta. It's what we call interactive trades. So especially if you have coins, it's all about like Zoom meetings, like realism. And
Wow.
in the next update, if you blink your eyes 3 times, then the coins become 80% transparent. So you see the eyes again. So it's just small things. Same with the blindfold trade of the bases.
That's pretty cool. I like that. So let's get into everything you guys are doing, because I think this is really fucking cool.
This is epic. Like,
dude, I know.
Let's go!
So literally, Mando, literally
like
same
really
reaction.
good.
I had the same reaction. So I had a meeting with the boys this morning at 9:30, and they answered the meeting and the Zoom on this, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here? Are you guys wearing helmets?" Because I thought they were helmets.
Yeah,
but
I mean, honestly, seeing you guys react on it is like, I mean, I'm so grateful, because I've been pushing for 2 years to build this, and believe me, creating 10,000 apes on this level, it's fucking hard. It's the hardest thing I did in 20 years.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
So
But that.
if I see those reactions,
you know
it's
you
just
deserve
cool.
it. Look at the chat. I mean, people are saying like, mind blowing. Ask him to yawn. I want to see it. Can you guys yawn for us real quick? Look at that, dude. Oh, that's a yawn if I've ever heard one. It's
Yeah.
Everybody's saying that this is super crisp. I mean, the texture and tracking is so good and whatnot. So let's get into this, because you have a very impressive team. It's really impressive what you've done. And by the way, Mando and Ovi, I'm going to be able to use my ape soon on the shows like that.
Yeah.
We have mutants. We have mutants.
You guys are not ape holders, so you guys are not part of the same crew. I'm sorry.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, actually, Ovi does have two left.
No, they're not. They're the nieces and nephews. They're not his. He gave it to them for the college fund, so it's not happening. Everyone's saying they're amazed by the graphics and whatnot, and it's brilliant. So let's actually talk about this. So Mark, Kimo, before we go into like Filter Studio, the backstory, because you said you've been working on this for 2 years, and that's honestly impressive. Congratulations. Just give us a background on yourself. So Mark, I'll go to you first. Founder, Filter, like. Talk to us more about you and your background.
Sure. Yeah. So my name is Mark. I'm Dutch. So Mark Dutch. I'm in my 40s. And yeah, I did build technology companies for the last 15 years. I did many different things, but they were always tech related. So I'm also the the co-founder of VPS Server, which is one of the bigger hosting companies in Europe. And well, in my career, I've always been involved with product development and innovation, and that's something what I like most, and also what I find it's my strong point. So thinking outside of the box, come up with ideas what other people didn't think about yet. So what I always try to do with new markets, and this is a new market, is to understand, okay, where are these markets going? So for me, actually, it was a no-brainer to do this. I mean, it took me a while on a conscious level to really do it, because it's a big one. But I strongly believe that filters can change the landscape and help mainstream adoption. I'm almost positive for that. So yeah. So I started investing in Bitcoin in 2017. And obviously, I'm a very strong believer of blockchain technology and crypto. So in 2020, I started eyeballing NFTs, and I saw what was happening with NBA Top Shots. And I'm a creative person, and I love the NFTs, what they did with the videos. So I was very much intrigued by it. And yeah, not long after that, I decided, okay, I need to do something with NFTs, because, I was not doing a lot at that stage, because I sold my biggest company in 2014. I mean, I bought a very nice piece of land here. I'm building like a small spiritual retreat. So I didn't do anything anymore online, just investing in startups. And then I saw NFTs, and I thought, fuck, man. I need to get in. I need to get in. So, and then, sometimes, stuff happens. And I saw like a facial tracking animation on YouTube, and I saw it, and it looked so good. And I thought, fuck, this is it. And then I reached out to the guy, David. He still works with me already for 2 years. He's a rigger. And yeah, I just went for it and started building. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, the NFT space ticks all boxes for me, right? Because it has creativity, it's an exciting new market, and if you know how to innovate and execute, then there are a lot of possibilities.
There definitely are, and I love that. And you guys are clearly doing this, dude. Chemo just cracks me the fuck up. Like he's just like touching his face and stuff and making like face like that people are asking him like, if you touch your face, does it glitch? No, it clearly doesn't glitch. Like that's what he's trying on right now. I gotta say, I fucking love the Rug Radio hat on this. Like I love it. I think it's so cool. And so, and by the way, if you're on Twitter Spaces, check out the pinned tweets because we've pinned a whole lot of tweets that the Filter Studios team sent us over here, and I absolutely love this one. I mean, this is so sick with the hat going on right there and the graphics. So, from what I understand, it's even gonna get better with time. I mean, tell us more. I mean, Chemo, Mark, let's get into that, right? Like, so what is Filter Studios?
Well, that's a good one. Filter Studios, it's not per se an NFT company. I see us more as a technology company,
of course.
Right? So what we did is we built software in Unity, facial tracking software, and basically what we did is that we built everything from the ground up. Right, so we have a generator, we have iOS application, we have a Mac application, and Windows. And with that technology, we are able to change normal PFP projects towards full-scale 3D AR projects. And that's what we basically did with the Bored Apes. We did all 10,000, which was a lot of work.
Yeah.
But they're all done. I mean, probably you've seen already some renders online. We have like almost 30 big ambassadors, basic accounts, basic holders who are helping us out with spreading the word. So yeah, I mean, the technology Filter is basically a technology company, but we do our own projects. Like this is the Bored Filter project where we sell the first collection is an OG collection, so we sell 555 OG passes. And basically, it's an access pass to work with your own IP. So if you own an ape, you can use it. If you don't own an ape, the pass doesn't work. Sorry.
Got it. You have to have an ape to be able to be part of this as well. Yeah. Okay, got it. This is super cool. So let me just share you guys' Twitter while we're on Zoom, because there's a lot of people that came on the stream to look what you guys are doing. So this is what I was alluding to that you guys posted. I thought was super cool. And so how does this all work, right? Like for now, I know it's an app. Sure. You guys are going to be integrating computer that's going to make it even crazier from what you guys
no, absolutely. So at this stage, I mean, obviously we are still developing, and the iOS application is fully done. We did all 10,000 apes, but at this moment, I mean, my phone is up there and I'm streaming to OBS, right? But this is like temporarily. So now the rendering is done on the phone and it already looks great, right? But the interesting part is the desktop applications we are working on. Because if you have a gaming computer, and a lot of people have those at home, you can crank up the settings because the rendering will be done on the computer and not on the phone anymore. So you can actually, I mean, basically the renders you showed, right? These are renders rendered in Unity in the HDRP pipeline. So that's the high definition render pipeline. That's especially for games and so on. The phone is rendered in URP. That's the universal render pipeline. Yeah, this is HDRP. This is my baby.
These mutants are gonna look crazy on the stream with
Yeah.
the gooey faces and stuff. That's how they're gonna look. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
that's
no,
how
it's
it's gonna look Mando
awesome.
and OSF because you guys are mutant holders, right? So that's how you two are gonna look on the stream. This is honestly
That's really cool.
right. No, go ahead, Obi. Sorry.
No, I was just saying that's really sick.
Yeah.
That dripping mutant. When Red Guy.
Yeah,
When Red, yeah.
So yeah, this is a stylized version of the ape. So because we got a lot of requests of people who said, yeah, I like it, but it's too realistic, and so we said, okay, let's change some stuff. So what we did is we created also a stylized one. So it's not ready yet, but this is the stylized one. So you have a button in the application where you can choose between stylized and realistic. So
I see. Yo, this is sorry. If you're still on Spaces, again, like definitely pin at the top. Make your way to Twitter because I'm just sharing stuff on the screen. This is impressive. There's a lot of cool people building cool shit in the space, man, and that's definitely one of them. I mean, we talk about digital identity a lot. It's the center of the conversation when it comes to IP, when it comes to PFPs and whatnot, and being able to go from, I don't know, being just a Twitter personality. And a lot of people are not docs, don't want to share their faces like we do every morning, and maybe want to host though, regardless, right? And this adds a whole other layer of like privacy, security, and whatnot to it. And it's really cool. And of course, like we were talking about digital wearables, actually, guys, we were talking about them just like yesterday, where we're talking about the Coda and the Gucci collab, which is going to be like a wearable for your Coda online, like on the other side or whatever the fuck. And obviously, fashion is making quite a move with regards to digital wearables on chain. So I think this is very cool. I'd love to learn more. Of course, the chat is going crazy. They want faces of Web3. They want Rec Guy. So we're gonna have to talk. I feel like we're all gonna need to talk. But little insight and alpha onto where you're going next, because I know you've done the 10,000 Bored Apes, which I'm sure is already a big pool, like a lot of work. You said 2 years. So what's next with you guys with regards to what you're building?
I mean, as busy as we are and we already have a second collection, which is almost done.
Oh,
and that's. I think I also gave a tweet to your colleague.
Oh,
but that collection is. Yeah, I did. You can.
Oh no, you're broken. Yeah. Wait, where are you? Oh, you're here. Okay, sorry. Sorry, it bugged out.
It was fine.
Oh no. Okay, it was my internet then. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, maybe somebody can twin that Pete, but pin that.
Twin that tweet.
I think.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's late here already. Yeah, I'm already ending like a bottle of wine here.
Wait, where are you based? Where are you guys based?
Yeah, I'm in Portugal now.
Mando. Hey, Portuguese.
Where are you based, Mando?
I'm in Lisbon.
Give us the address.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm close by. I'm in the Algarve now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
a bit more sunny, a bit more wine in the afternoon.
Yeah, they say 300 sunny days per year here. So
what?
Yeah, that's Mr. Allen.
I definitely need to move to Portugal at this stage. I'm just gonna move to Portugal. I think that's the move. I mean, it's enough, Mando. I feel like you set me up for this. You knew they were from Portugal, didn't you?
I'm hammering you with the weather every single day.
Farouk, 0% on crypto tax here.
I know. Trust me, Mando reminds me every morning when I complain about the weather. So trust me when I say he reminds me. This is super cool. So here's what we're gonna do real quick before I go back to you guys, because I definitely want to hear more about why you create Filter Studios and what you're planning on doing and your take on digital collectibles, wearables. Sorry, but we are giving away 10 of the Rug Radio hats, right? That's what we're doing today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yes, perfect.
Yes.
So, hell yeah.
And maybe it's also interesting to know that these hats are digital wearables, and you can put them on and off in the application. So they are independent NFTs. So if you own them and it's in your wallet, then the application knows that, and it shows the NFTs, the digital wearables you own. And you can put the hat on and off. So it's really for customization. Obviously, it doesn't change the rarity of the trade itself, but it's just something at the side to play with. Plus, it's not only for the apes. So if you have this hat, and if you mint or buy on secondary in the future a Mr. Annan, that's the second collection we have. The hat also fits on Mr. Annan. So all the avatar collections we will do in-house, so our own collections. all the digital wearables will be wearable in those. So if you have 1 or 2, it doesn't really matter. But we have earrings, these glasses you see, these are Bitcoin glasses.
Yeah, I see them. Wait, let me zoom you in. I'm tweeting out the giveaway right now while you're doing this. Hold on. Let me zoom you in. Yo, it's sick. Oh, I see them. It's cool. And you can just switch like that, right? Because I saw Chemo switch up like real quick, like and just make the switch very seamless and easy.
I mean, tell you the truth, we're coming to the point where it's gonna be like Ready Player One. You know, we'll just be like boom, 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 windy hair, pick, boom, and it jumps on, which is basically what I'm doing right now. Like when I go to switch, I just swipe through whatever digital wearables I already own and that I've won or created myself, whatever, and I can just swipe right through them. And so I'm going to a certain meeting, I'm gonna be a different person, a different style. Maybe I won't wear the glasses. Maybe I'll just wear the coins. And it just opens it up to have a digital identity that can be anything and anyone. I mean, you can see what Mr. Anon looks like, but I'm telling you right now, this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what we have on the shelf. Like
this makes me very excited. Okay? I believe
you. And Chemo was just doing like this, right? And what he means basically is because we have the technology now with AR kit that it tracks the hands also, so you can recognize gestures. So if you do this, it's not there yet, but we're gonna build this. If you do this, then the next glasses go on, or this. And we have another one, which is maybe a very interesting one. It's a bit of alpha, but it's coming. I don't know if people like to smoke blunts, but we are working.
I definitely.
So we are working on something where you click your hands like this, and then a blunt appears in your mouth, and it smokes it in one go, and then the eyes become watery.
Wait, I wish this was a thing. Hold on. Why is it not? Why don't?
I know.
No, not yet. You're too early.
No, but in real life, I wish it was just be that easy. I wish I could just
yeah. But that's the cool thing with a gaming engine. You can do everything, right? You can do this, and bitcoins fall from the sky. We're gonna implement all of those things. What's the most important thing is that you give the content creators the right tools, right? And that's basically what I'm pushing for. And the team knows, I don't do shortcuts. So what I envision is, thousands of videos of NFTs, not only ours, but also other projects who want to use our technology, because we open up the technology. But I want to see thousands of videos where people start to understand, wow, that's an NFT, and not on crypto Twitter, because that's the key, right? I mean, you need to create content, and it needs to be on Instagram, it needs to be on TikTok, because, we're now in a bubble of crypto Twitter. It's nice to flex your NFT, but, it's not going out there. So the reason why...
2D PFP, I mean, there's no one's like, it stops there, right?
Yeah,
I have a question for you. So I definitely want to do this giveaway. That's what I was doing on my phone right now. What are we thinking? We're giving the 10 away, 10 wearables. Are we picking the winners on the show, or are we giving them like 24 hours to retweet and stuff? What do you feel like? What do you feel like, Mark? How you want to do it?
I think we can do it on the show, but then I need to get the names from my assistant. I think she's...
I can handle the Twitter picker. That's easy. I can send you guys the 10 winners. That's very easy. We ran that with GQ.
Yeah, because it's 10. Perfect. It takes a lot of time, but yeah, I mean, we will... I
can run it if you want. You want me to run the giveaway?
All right. Sure.
All right, listen to the space. So tune it. So definitely tune into the space, and don't do anything yet, because I'm gonna tell you what to do into the Twitter spaces. But this is gonna be sick. I'm gonna try and do it right now and pin it to the top. But question for you as well.
You know what? We're actually, Chemo's having a little difficulty with this connection. He'll be back in a second.
It's technology.
It is technology. Mark, real quick. I mean, you do have NFTs, right? Can we talk about those? Because I'm sure some people want to support you, and I'm sure you obviously want to talk about it on here. But you guys have your own collection, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Mr. Annan. Yeah, correct. So Mr. Annan, that's the second collection we built. It has exactly the same technology, so it's full facial tracking with all the options. But it's our own in-house collection. So we have the best modelers in the world, in my opinion. I mean, this ape is modeled by the same guy who did Caesar for Planets of the Apes. So
Oh,
he
that's
works for us. Yeah, and he also made Mr. Annan, by the way. So Mr. Annan is a humanoid caricature character, and his name is Mr. Annan. You know, the title of the full collection is "Who Wants to Be Mr. Annan," and that's basically because everybody wants to be anonymous. So let's give him a face. I'm doing that. Yeah, it's a great collection. I mean, I love the art. I don't know. Did you already pin it here? Did you show it? I think.
I'm sharing which one? The Mr. Anon? Yeah, we shared that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's actually we got Chemo coming back on the stream now.
Hey,
Oh, Rug Radio, what's going on? Huh? What's up?
Hey, I know that ape.
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Whose
yo!
ape is this? What number
Hey,
ape
yo!
is this? Yo.
Hey,
Surprise,
yo!
surprise, bro.
That's my boy right there. That's my son.
Did you ask permission, Kimo?
Oh, I didn't get the IP rights from for Roke yet. So
I'm gonna cease and desist you.
all right, I'll take it off. Fine.
Yo, don't
You
take
don't
it off.
want
Don't
it.
take it off. Don't take it off. Don't take it off. Don't take it off. Yo, this is
It
sick.
looks great.
Pull the tongue out because it has its tongue out on my. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yo, what the? Oh, yo, that quality is crazy.
Look at the reflection, so you can see actually what's behind me. Like that's
Okay, so
Yo.
let me also flex something then. Can you get me offline and then I come back? Just want to show you guys.
Damn it! I need to pose this giveaway already. Shit. Hold on. I'm like,
Go ahead,
I'm like super fucking distracted. You guys are like actually a really cool team. I love what you guys are doing. I mean, Chemo, tell us more. I mean, how long you been working with Filter Studios for?
Man, I've been working like basically like 8 months. I've been with him. He did one video on Twitter, and I was like, so I started trying to build my own one of these. Once I bought my Bored Ape, I was like, man, what else is there to do with it? And I got to screenshot it. This is like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? So I started probably like 8-9 months ago on Twitter after I got my ape, and then just started. I wanted to do something different. I was like, if I could get one of those filters. So I had to get an artist and he had to render it. And then I had to get a rigger to put the face tracking. And you have to go only on Instagram on one of them and only on Snapchat on another one. And like, there was this whole, like, nothing was unified. You know what I mean? And then Mark showed his ape, and I was like, all these thoughts of creations just came through my mind of videos and
Yo, where's he at? Let me see. Hold on. He's got the beat going on. Yo, this shit No, I'm not gonna lie. This shit is really impressive. Like, genuinely, we're like, yeah.
All the traits are there. Eh?
Just real quick, because the stubs. 1 second. I'm gonna stop 1 second here. The stubs code is about to expire, Mando Ovi. So I gotta give it real quick. The code for today's stubs code is photography NFTs. Photography NFTs. PHOTOGRAPHY. God, this is long. Next thing you know, they're gonna fucking put my seed phrase as the code. Photography NFTs is the code for the free 100 stubs that you get to burn 100. At the end of this week. For
100. Let's go.
100.
Let's go. 100.
100. Yeah. That's my ape right there. Look at him. That's my ape right there. That's my guy right there.
You know, this reminds me of one of FFVV. You know FFVV?
Yeah, I like that guy. He's cool.
Bro, I love his one too, because he has the same. He has the like Marty McFly glasses or whatever, Back to the Future. But then he has the halo on top. And we had our stream, our first boardroom on YouTube the other day, and we had exit liquidity, and then I put AFFVV together on the screen, and it was fucking hilarious because it was like devil on one side and angel on the other. It was beautiful.
I love that.
I mean, look, it looks so good. Wait, let me do it for you. Screenshot.
Yeah, we got the content. Yo, photography NFTs. If you're on stubs, that's the code. So I posted the giveaway. By the way, I posted the giveaway of the filter. The Rug Radio filter.
Look at those crazy eyes, Mark. You gotta show them. You gotta go up to the camera close, because those crazy eyes are ridiculous.
So you guys are actually gonna turn the crazy eyes trait into something people want.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah, and the idea is that the eyes also will turn. It's not yet done, but so on a stick.
Yeah, it's
On a
really
stick.
cool.
Well, really, like I was saying right before, is that, you know, coming onto Twitter and trying to be this person that, like, I'm not, right? Like, I'm not really this person. Like, this is not me. This is not anything close to me.
Yeah.
And so becoming this person and developing a following and talking to people, this really makes it a lot easier, because like once I'm in here, I can jump on a Zoom call, I can jump on Google Meets, I can jump on StreamYard, I can jump on anything within like 3 minutes. I turn the application on,
Yeah.
boom, done, and I'm in a meeting.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was genuinely like, I had a meeting with the Filter Studios team this morning, obviously, and I was like, wow, I can't wait to be able to download the app later this week, and I'll do it this weekend so I can do the ape thing. Just for everybody who's in the audience right now, whether on YouTube or on Twitter, I just posted it. So you have to join us, of course, on GM Web3. You have to retweet the tweet and then follow. Of course, we're gonna get a follow out of this. Rug Radio and Filter Studio to enter a chance to win one of the 10 limited edition Rug Radio NFT hats. I'm assuming this is the first time we do a wearable. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure Rug Radio's never done a wearable. So I'm glad that you guys put this out.
Ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
So
Nice.
I mean,
Let's fucking go.
someone title said, "How can we give you our money?" I mean, seriously
Well,
though,
almost.
how does someone? Honest question. You know, outside of the partner, you guys being partners of the shows and whatnot, how does one like participate in what you guys are building?
Yeah, sure. So at this stage, we have an allow list open. It's the OG allow list. It has 555 spots. It's only for BASI holders. And it's the Genesis collection. So
Can you tell us where it is exactly? Is this is the website, right?
I need to go to Discord. And then in Discord, you will find the links. You can open a ticket if you.
Dude, look how fire that looks, though, with the bread. I mean,
this is
that
the
is
website.
the real render. Like when you see that on your application, like it looks
that's
really
how
good
it's
right
gonna-
now.
Is
That's
that
how it's gonna look.
So that's how it's gonna come out when you guys have the whole computer stuff ready?
Yes. Yeah, real time, bro.
Let's
Real
fucking
time.
go.
Yo, this space is what? Yo, Mando.
I fucking
Hey,
love
for-
it. Yeah.
Everybody needs one.
Can
And then
you
we just
scroll
all
a
come
little
on
bit?
here, and then by the time they won't even remember what you really look like anymore because they're so used to seeing this.
Yeah, we can just replace Ovi, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can just get a body double in for each of the shows and then just.
Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have an art gallery. If you scroll a little bit down,
Oh,
more,
oh
a
yeah.
little bit more. Yeah,
There we go.
click. No. Yeah. This is so cool. I love to do this, man. It's just like a kid in a candy store.
I'm genuinely extremely impressed. Like,
Thank
I
you.
mean that. I really, really mean that.
Yeah, you know the whole approach. Why we did the board apes first. You know, I mean, you know, let's see if we can make money on the board apes, because that's not the objective, right? The objective for me personally is to create an infrastructure to open up the software and that other projects can also sign up and use the technology. Because the bigger goal for me personally, you know, I'm in my 40s. I don't need the money anymore. So what's a better goal? A better goal is to help mainstream adoption. And I think I can pull it off with my team, opening up the software. You know, projects can sign up. They have access to the technology. And at the end of the day, you know, mainstream adoption helps it needs to be out there, you know, on TikTok. TikTok is the social media platform for creators.
Yeah.
So it needs to be out there, and that's what we're doing. I mean, we have a whole incentivized program where we incentivize people to create content and share online on TikTok, and they are rewarded for that. So there's much more involved than only the facial tracking technology. There is more vision around it built. And yeah, I think we're going to make some waves. I think
this is the next revolution. I mean, I'm telling you right now, like, okay, we are going next level. Everything in our life has completely changed except the financial system. Does everybody agree with that? Everything has changed, but we still do finances the same way, right? So that's why I think crypto, Bitcoin, you know, is going to be the way that people transact. Whether the government approves of it or not, it doesn't even matter. Let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, in case of federal investigation, I do not have any. No, but you know what? Like, I've been sharing the screen. First of all, you have a stacked like team of supporters. A lot of these people are really cool. You have a look at. I love how. I mean, everyone can go on board.filter with a 3, so board.FILT3R.io, and you can go on their Twitter to find out more if you're scared of links, whatever. You guys have a stacked team, like dev team, artists. It's all. I love that you put all the artists there and what they've done before. I mean, they've worked on Guerrilla Games, Killzone 3, Shadowfall, and EA Mythic Warhammer. They've worked on Spider-Man, Batman, on Hollywood for Warcraft, Planet of the Apes, literally Planet of the Apes here. He was a 3D character modeler for Planet of the fucking Apes. And everything. You have to be one of the most impressive partners we've had on the show. I have
really.
To,
oh man, are you serious?
Wow.
Fuck
Wow.
me.
This is really
Thank you, bro.
Like,
bro.
I think what you've built is really cool. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I love that you have even like it's Bored Apes only for now, but I could see that this business model is gonna fucking crush. Like for other collectors reach out to you and pay you the big bucks. So like the first thing I asked them behind the scenes when I started talking to them, Mando and Ovi, was like, how can I do this for my holders? It's the first thing I asked them when I saw it. I'm like,
let's do your collection. Let's go, bro.
Let's do it. Red guy,
What?
Let's go. Red guy in Face of the Web3 on this shit would be fucking
awesome.
Crazy. And like we have like 70 plus creators at Rug Radio, right? Like imagine being able to empower all these creators to like use their avatars on there. Like I saw Mixed Fresh, he's our YouTube creator. And like Boo's in there. Boo uses his clone. And like a bunch of people. Like I just find it so freaking cool when it comes to content creation to have these characters, because not everyone's comfortable in front of a camera. Not everyone's comfortable like being like fully out there with their personal brands. A lot of people are scared of that, and rightfully so.
Exactly.
And you guys,
that's what I've actually found out. Like, so I've probably onboarded about 30 people onto the actual filter, right? Like we go through, we set up the OBS, we set up the filter so they know how. A lot of them have never done any kind of content creation before. And so it's really cool to see everybody start from nothing. I say, okay, all right. You know, if you're on the team, you got a 6-inch ring light with a 60-inch tripod. You know what I mean? So you can take it anywhere, but you can make it small, you know, and that gives them the freedom to be able to use the technology and make it easier. And a lot of them are just like you look at J-Bond. J-Bond has come out of his shell just because of using the filter. His self-esteem, like everything has just come up, and he's now creating like really cool stuff. And you can give a shout out to J-Bond. And so is FFVB. FFVB.
Shout out to both of them. Very recognizable apes. Like when I saw you guys when I saw the apes, I knew immediately who they were, because it's like some super.
But Farouk, you were just mentioning content creation, right? So let me explain to you what we are building now. So very short, but you get the grip probably what it is. So we have a desktop application. It's built in Unity, right? So we use the TrueDepth camera for facial tracking. Yeah, that doesn't change because, you know, it's the best out there. So what we do, we build an environment where you can actually choose your own environment. So you can do a game show, for example. You can put all the apes on certain positions, full body, sitting like this. But the facial tracking is like this in a gaming engine. So and you stream the whole show live to YouTube, right? So you can create different settings. So it's more than just AR. We are giving the holders the tools to create cool shit, and we keep innovating with that.
Boom. Look at this.
Yeah, perfect. We're on either side. Now we just need to get your ape, and we have 3 apes out here.
Yeah.
Next show, we do another show, right? Together.
I know we're gonna do another show together. I can't wait. I literally, I'm like eager as fuck to like I'm like so excited to get my shit set up right now. You have no idea. Like this really excites me, and I find it super cool. I'm super into digital identity creation, empowering, like, you know, letting people be anonymous. Like someone just wrote right in the comments, you can't make this up, saying filter allows people to stay anonymous and be themselves. And everything from video calls to streaming, this is the next evolution of the 2D PFPs. It is, right? And though I'm aware there's a lot of people working on it, you guys have the product, and it's really
and it's done. right? I
And it's
mean, don't
done,
forget.
yeah.
So that's what
We're
of
not
the
out
things.
here looking for capital and going, hey, come and join us so that we can take your money. It's like, no, it's already done. It's bought. It's paid for.
So
All we're doing right now is showing people like the advantages of having your PFP. You can like we were talking the other day in the boardroom, and one of them is gonna go get a job in a couple months, and he's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna let them see my face. I'm gonna show up to the Zoom meeting just like this, and then
get hired.
They'll be like, bro, where did you? Oh, well, there was only 555 ever made. Okay, 555 ever made. Now,
That's
you want to
not a
talk
lot.
about the 555? We have this OG pass that we have. It's flooded with utility. So
But
not
how do we
only
get that?
you have to be on the allow list, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pick top creators to have these, top base creators to have these, okay? Because we want to have a team and a community that's super bullish on what we're doing, super bullish on digital identities and changing the way we use our PFPs. Like when we're going on these Zoom meetings, this is the first time some people are even meeting. And this is how we're meeting, you know what I mean? And so now, from now on, there won't be this stigmatism of, well, who are you? It's like, this is who I am. Like, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is who I am.
and maybe also good to mention, Farouk, that the OG passes, the 555, it's a Genesis collection. So this particular collection is packed with utility, and because it's a Genesis collection, we will not do another collection with so much utility. So it's really the first one. And to give you an idea of what we do with the pass, besides the facial tracking and all of that stuff, is that if you have a pass, you can unlock an unlimited amount of bases. So if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, you can unlock them all with one pass.
Bro,
dude, I'm gonna go enter the shit. So it's
but we have one better. Sorry.
it gets better.
So where's this allow list form that people can fill in?
If they go into the Discord,
They have to go to Discord. Okay.
Yeah, they have to go to Discord.
And then we verify that you have your base C. We can do it just, between us or whatever. And then when we go to put it all together, it will be just to that like wallet. So it will know. So like you can't be like, if you sell that base that's in your wallet and you don't tell anybody, it's no problem, because we already have something that when you go to turn the app on, if you don't have it there, it's not yours anymore, dude. No app, bro.
Listen, you turned me into a fan of you guys, so I'm gonna make sure I support the shit out of that.
Bro, honored. Thank you so much, bro.
You're crazy enough to try and get this. Like, if you have a board ape, you're fucking crazy enough to try and participate. What's up?
I need to mention another piece of utility what comes with the pass, because I think that's for a lot of people maybe even the most important one. Besides the AR filter, if you have an OG pass, you get a free mint of every in-house collection we will do in the future.
Okay, that's fire. I'm in.
Okay,
I'm fucking sold.
Hey, and we're not gonna do one collection. I mean, the second collection is already done, so you get that one for free.
Right.
If we decide to do mutants, we didn't make that decision yet. But if we do the mutants and you have a mutant, it's for free. So I mean, only from an investment point of view, it's the best investment you can do in 2022.
Exactly. Because you're talking about the utility of just being in on the OG collection. You're like family, you know what I mean? And that's what we really wanted. And that's what we want to do, is build a foundational community that's family, that we talk to each other regularly. Like, I know every single one of those ambassadors. I'm so honored. Shout out to all my ambassadors, because these guys are really, really cool people. You know what I mean? Yeah. These guys are really, really cool in real life, not just on Twitter. You know what I mean? And Twitter kind of puts up this veil that, like, you can't really see and get to know them. But I'm telling you, now that I've seen them on, we've been talking, like, all those ambassadors are genuine, cool ass people, man. Respect.
This is sick. I mean, I see FD saying that it's empowered him. I saw 333. I just shared his tweet saying that it's empowered him as a creator. I'm someone who, obviously, I'm in the content game, and we have dozens and dozens of creators at Rug Radio. And I know for a fact that there's always this thing where it's like getting in front of cameras next level. Which was, I love social audio because of the audio without camera. But now that we're moving more into like this economy of like video content even more and through these characters and wearables. And I think, and again, the wearables market itself is a market. I've been digging very deep into like fashion Web3 recently and talking to a lot of the bigger brands, and this market is going to be huge. I mean, the best example is, again, the Coda and the Gucci thing, the wearable, the Tiffany Punk, like these are the Artifact Corey Van Loo. Where is it? There's a Corey Van Loo sneakers. Like, it's just like, there's all these things. It's obviously a massive business to get into. So I think it's really cool. And again, like access to digital exclusive wearable drops. I love that all the apes came into this chat. So I suggest, guys, just quickly, because I just noticed the time, and obviously Mando and OSF had to drop off, but should we pick the 10 winners?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, 10 winners. So all you had to do was to follow Filter Studio and of course Rug Radio, and then retweet the tweet that I put above. By the way, this video is very high quality. I really appreciate you guys. It makes me really happy when I see the brand we've built like on something. It's like my little thing. And it just always makes me smile. So
it's a dope logo.
I think it is though, bro. Yeah. For sure. Like that is definitely one of the best ones we've ever done. And we've done a lot of experimenting and different hats and stuff like that. But dude, that Rug Radio, like, and when I heard like the intro this morning and stuff, because I guess every time I try to come on and get you, I'm not at 10:30. So I missed that little intro. So I thought I was just watching you on the film and I was like, oh my gosh, dude. When he gets this ape and he sings that song in the beginning, that shit's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna
so
get this
fire.
And someone said the filters haven't glitched once. It's true. Like they haven't glitched at all. And we've like put you on the big camera the whole time. Just quickly, so all the faces of Web3 holders are like hyped as fuck right now. You guys really got you guys are putting pressure on me. So anyways, so I picked 10 winners. You have to follow Filter. You have to follow Rug Radio. Of course, like that's to avoid bots, right? So tweet, age, whatever. This is a Twitter, so everybody sees it's legit. Continue, and we're gonna pick the 10 winners right now. The 10 winners are Tyler Pro 52, Robert E. Booman, so Rocky, Kangas John, Release Idora, Dripping DS, A Pevine, Shovel NFTs, Future Finance, Sunny Days Soon, and Hari Krishna. Dude, this is dope. A bunch of our holders. I mean, these are familiar faces. By the way, like I'm happy because I recognize a lot of these names, and they're people that listen to the show every fucking day, that support our radio, that are rec guys, all this stuff. I think it's super cool. So to make it easy for you guys, by the way, so see, this tool is it's free. It's awesome. That's the 10 winners. So you can just click on them.
Yeah, sure.
You were saying. So if your assistant just like gathers the wallet addresses, that'll make our life easy. I'll have Golden. I'm sending you the link in the studio to the tweet, but it's out. So if you're, that way,
we'll do it.
Just so you know, a lot of people make fake accounts to try and do it. That's why I tweet it out personally, so that like you can just click on it and you see Harry. And you see, it's so cool to see Rug Radio holders like get it.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
Very nice. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Dude, this is awesome. It went to like Rocky. I know he's one of our super loyal holders and stuff. So you look, another Rug Radio PR.
Wow, a lot of rugs on. Oh, I know.
Hello, fella. You love to see that. Yeah. Dude, a seal. These are all really. I recognize almost every single one.
Wow.
Yeah, these are some really good people.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
T Pro, let's go. He's in here. So, guys, thank you so much for coming in here this morning and for being partners of our show today. And overall, I can't wait to clearly do a lot more work with the Filter Studio team. I'm in. Like, I'm sold. Like, it's over. You've passed the ultimate test to collaborate with Rug Radio.
Yeah.
Passed the Farouk test.
Chemo, come on, man. Take your dinner. Yeah, but Chemo, I don't know what it is with Chemo, but his face, the facial tracking, it's just, I mean, we did the first Zoom meeting we recorded that. And there was one section where I tried to explain something about a tattoo on my back, which was done somewhere in India. And he starts laughing, and then everybody starts laughing. And then that segment is like, it's hilarious. And then you actually see that it's almost like an animated film or something, you know?
This is
it's
fucking sick. So usually for this part of the jingle, we go off camera, but I suggest that we just put the jingle on and watch you guys sing along. How's that?
Okay.
Sing along.
Timo, Mark,
Let's go.
and the FILT3R team, thank you for coming today. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for another episode of GM Web3 on Rug Radio. Let's go!
Let's go.
To have a beautiful day. GM, hey! Oh, it's beautiful. I'm hype as fuck right now. Good morning to Web3 with Farouk, Kimo, and Mark.
Tuning live at 10:30.
Hey!
And it's on Rug Radio.
Rug Radio.
It's a beautiful day.
I love it.
Hey!
You're crazy, bro. Farouk, you're crazy, really. I love it.
Love it, bro. This is a great show, man.